Secrets revealed on how to set up a wall for FIFA free kicks. Just like in a FIFA penalty situation, the player taking a free kick outside the 18-yard box holds all the cards. The only difference in a free kick that is not a penalty is that the goalkeeper can construct a wall in front of him or her as added protection. When placing a wall for a free kick, whether direct or indirect, the goalkeeper should know on which side he or she prefers diving towards, whether to the left or right. This knowledge is the key to setting up a wall. If the goalkeeper likes diving on both sides, then setting up a wall becomes much easier. If the goalkeeper is good at diving only on one side, then that is the side which he or she will not need much protection for. But for the other side, protection would be needed. This is where the wall comes into play. Many goalkeepers make the mistake of setting up a wall totally dependent on whether the free kick taker is a left footer or a right footer. Sometimes the keeper sets a wall in such a way because he or she has seen the player take a free kick in a certain way. This is a big mistake. Goalkeepers should understand that a well-struck and well-placed free kick can be stopped only 90% of the time by a goalkeeper. Once this is understood, we can move on. The wall can be made up of one or more players up to 10. It's not feasible to have more than 4 as the rest of the ground is open to attack from, especially if the free kick taker decides to pass the ball instead of take a direct kick at goal, or there's a deflection and the ball falls a distance away from the wall or goalkeeper. What is also important is how big and wide the outfield players are. If the outfield players are large, then a wall with less players would be sufficient, and vice versa. It would be advised not to ask a player to lie down on the ground at the wall's feet. That's just an unnecessary waste of an extra player. The goalkeeper would also be asked not to ask his or her wall to jump as the free kick is taken, simply because the goalkeeper should try and see the ball at all times. Observing how the free kick taker takes the kick can hint to whether the ball will swerve or not, what direction it may take, and how powerful the ball is kicked. Many people don't realize that the best method to get a goalkeeper to lose his or her calm at a free kick is for the attacking team to ask 1 or 2 players to stand half a meter in front of the ball between the goalkeeper and the ball. Thus, the keeper now has no clue how the ball will be struck, and on top of that, who would be taking the kick. A goalkeeper's instinct is extremely important. Just like a normal gameplay situation, the goalkeeper can only react to the ball when the ball is literally a few feet in front of him or her. It becomes a tiny bit easier for free kicks as the goalkeeper can observe the player running up to take the free kick and can observe how the kick is taken. That's why keeping less players in the wall is more of an advantage than a disadvantage. The closer a free kick is to the goal, it would then be better to add a player or 2 to the wall. The reasoning behind this is explained in a simple way. Setting up a wall is based on angles and also on the goalkeeper's strengths and weaknesses, never on the free kick taker's strengths and weaknesses. That's the mistake many goalkeepers make. There are times when a goalkeeper is so low on confidence that he or she places a defender or 2 on the line next to the poles, as they used to do when defending corners. A concept that has vanished in modern football, and unnecessarily so, but that is for another topic. The problem with placing a player or 2 on the goal line next to the poles is that then the defending team can't catch offside. Back to angles. The closer a free kick is to the goal, the more difficult it is for the free kick taker to swerve or curl the ball as the distance is reduced. Further away, and it's the opposite. The closer the ball is to the goal line, the more difficult it is to score. The easier it is for the goalkeeper to keep the ball out. Let's mark out an area from the goal line, from just outside the 18-yard box to a 30-yard mark from the goal line. A red marker is placed wherever a direct free kick has been awarded. The goalkeeper should place his or her wall in such a way that the wall covers the side the goalkeeper is more confident on diving at. This may seem to be the opposite of what most goalkeepers would likely do. The obvious thing would be to use the wall in such a way to cover the keeper's weaker side. The logic behind setting the wall to cover the stronger side is shown and explained here. The goalkeeper will always be waiting slightly closer to the pole he's not comfortable diving at. Thus, if the free kick taker decides to go for that pole, the goalkeeper wouldn't have to do much to make a save. If the free kick taker was to shoot over the wall and towards the other side, the goalkeeper can take a step and dive. It's easy to suggest that a goalkeeper set himself up equidistant from both poles. It just doesn't work that way. The goalkeeper is also trying to trick the free kick taker to shoot over or through or round the wall so that he or she has a better chance of saving it. It can be said that both the goalkeeper and the free kick taker are trying to fool the other into thinking what they are going to do, when in fact they are planning on the opposite. And one final important piece on communication. Either one player or two on the edge of the wall must turn around to face the goalkeeper. This is the simplest method to communicate with the goalkeeper. Viewing the goalkeeper's instructions and then moving the rest of the wall physically will save the goalkeeper quite a few headaches and throat aches too. In the end, the goalkeeper's job is the toughest job on the pitch, but rarely does he or she get the proper recognition they deserve. One final important piece of info. The wall should be facing the ball at all times, exactly 10 yards as per the FIFA rules.